Hello, hello. Alright. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. I'm gonna go pull up my stuff over here so I can see my stuff over there. We'll get right at it. So I hope everybody's having a good day today. Now, what the heck is going on here? Of course, right when I want it to work, the computer's like, nah, screw you, bro. Well, that's the joy of having a freaking old-ass computer here. What? That is so bunk. Okay, so on my title for this, I put, let's do some decorating while the city grows, and I did a tree, and a rock, and a tree, and a rock, and I was just looking at it, and all it did is show me the trees, not the rocks. Those assholes. Alright. Let's pull this up. Gotta make sure I got that. Come on, there we go. Get that chat window up. There we go. Alright. Chat window's up. Uh-oh. Oh, looked like my computer froze for a second, but we are good to go. Good to go. So I hope everybody's doing good today. Here we are in the city of Foosha, looking at this gorgeous night view of the city here. Absolutely beautiful. I love this shot, like this right here, just getting everything in. You can see, like, just kind of how everything's growing in the city almost, stuff like that, right? You can see our forested area over here that we're protecting and not doing anything with to the right. Then, of course, Mount Kaluba over there across the way. And I wish I could build out a lot further, like head down the highway here a little ways, go out to the water over there. But, you know, whatever. We got lots of, well, what are you saving for? We got lots of room, lots and lots of room over here we're going to be working with in the future. So, not a lot of stuff going on there that we got to worry about. So, all right. But today's episode, look at this right here. I just have to point this out. Just because I've been so stuck on playing Baldur's Gate 3 lately, like I'm just completely, my brain is just, Baldur's Gate. It's all I can think about. Other than City Skylines. But this right here, it looks like a hatchet or like an axe, right? Like, you see it pointing to the left with the lights. It gives the outline of the axe there. Hey, Chris! And then, like, the freeway would be the handle for the axe coming down, right? Like, wouldn't that's what it looks like to me. Like, I just noticed that. It looks pretty cool. Like I said, it's maybe because I got Baldur's Gate on the head. Like, I just cannot escape that game. I play that game so much. I bought a PlayStation Portal. I bought a PlayStation Portal, and I will have like 10 minutes at work, and I'll be like, I'm going to play some Baldur's Gate real fast. I finally made it to the Moonrise Towers or whatever. Like, I am currently doing Char's, oh my god, what is it? Where I gotta go through the things to become, like, where you would become a Justice Art. I can't think of it right now. I was just playing. Anyway, yeah, that's what I'm currently doing right now. But as being smart about it, because I got all, I got my characters and stuff, so I'm using Shadowheart to play through all that stuff. So I thought that was the smarter way to do it, since she is the one who worships Char and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. Anyway, let's change the time of day here. Gotta get this back over. Gauntlet of Char. Thank you. Absolutely, thank you. Yes, the Gauntlet. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. But yeah. Why is it not changing the time of day on the game here? Like, look at, I am totally choosing time of day. It's just dark. Maybe it's because I have it on pause. Hold on. I have it on pause. Great. Play, and it is still dark. Come on now, what in the fudge rockers? There we go. Just had to do it again. Some type of bug. There we go. Man, that thing, like, I got through, I am currently, like, I did the first 3 trials already on the Gauntlet of Shar, and then I went over to the left of that last trial, and then I went into that room where all the dead Justicars are, and that's right where I'm at. That's where I'm standing. I put it in, I paused, I saved, I went to my campsite, I saved again, like, for the millionth time. Like, I learned if you don't save every 5 seconds in that game, you're gonna fucking be mad at yourself. Am I wrong? Am I totally wrong about that? Like, seriously, if you're not saving every 2 seconds in that game, you're gonna be so mad that you didn't save 2 seconds ago, because now you just did something. You went through this whole process of, like, talking to people, acquiring stuff, putting it on your characters, their equipment, and all that, everything, right? And then you get into a fight with somebody you didn't want to get in a fight with, and you're like, son of a bitch. Like, I went to that bar in, after Moonrise Towers, there's that bar there. I forget the name of that bar, but it's right across from the mausoleum, or not the mausoleum, the doctor's place, where you meet that crazy doctor with all the crazy nun nurses, right? Oh, yeah, there you go. That's true. If you know what you're doing in the game. But I went at the bar, and I went in there. I forget the name of the bar itself, but I went in there, and it has that big giant dude that he's got the mask thing with the tubes and everything coming out of it, right? The bartender. And I went through the process. Well, the first time I did it, thank God I was saving every 2 seconds, like I was saying, because I got to that part, and one of the things I did with him, I don't know what it was what I screwed up. I messed up with the drink or something like that, or something I said, and all of a sudden he wants to fight. But I didn't want to fight the guy. I wanted to finish off with, like, what was going on there. Somebody had told me, like, oh, dude, like, just, it's an interesting little tale, or I don't know. Like, I just wanted to finish it without fighting, and so I went back, I started over again, and I came back through that, like, and I did it properly. So, hey, Drakkart. Yeah. Yeah, and it's like, he's like, and then you have the rolls, the dice rolls, right? Where you've got to either drink or fake that you're drinking, and then if you don't pass the dice roll, you get really drunk. And, like, all of a sudden, like, that's the first time I think my character was actually drunk. The whole time I played the game, that was the first time my character was actually drunk. And I was like, oh, I got to experience this. I was running around, like, talking to people, trying to do stuff, and that was kind of fun. All right, let's get into it. Today, we are back in Foosha, of course. And I kind of, like, noticed that we are, we don't really have a need for anything. There's a small need for some business and stuff like that. We do have this tiny need. I better do it right now. This tiny need for a hospital over here in this area. I'm going to place it right here. Actually, no, I don't like that spot. I'm going to place it here. Right there. All right. Because we needed a hospital in the area. There were some people getting sick in the test build and stuff like that. Did you pick up the Helmet of Arcane actually in the Masons Guild? I might have, but when I pick stuff up, I'm stupid, and I don't go back and look at everything like, oh, this would work on this person, and this would work on... I do that, like I'll collect stuff, like weapons or armor or something. I'll be like, okay, I'm going to come back to that. And then I'll collect more. Don't sell it. Okay. And if I'll go back and look again at the Masons Guild if I didn't find it. I'm pretty sure I went all the way through there, so there's a good chance I found it. Or if I had to unlock something, right now I'm out of thieves' tools. So what I've been doing is I have a mod on my game where I have the bag of holding. And so every time I come across a chest that I don't have thieves' tools for, I'll pick the chest up and put it in my bag of holding. So I've got like 15 chests that I don't have thieves' tools for sitting in my bag of holding I need to go back for. Crafted elixir of battle mage's power. Oh, but you know what? I just got the spell for knock for Will. So I'm actually pretty excited about that. So I might be able to use it. I don't know if I can use that on chests. I know I can use it on doors, but Anyway, so, all right, so we came in today, like I've been trying to get back to. I just keep getting distracted by the greatest game I've played in for frickin' ages. But today I need to add a little bit of business to the area, as you can see, just a tiny bit. But I also need to just decorate. One thing I've noticed as I was going around, I was screwing around with it, trying a couple things out, and I noticed that, like, we have areas like this. They're just dead, blank, ugly, nothing going on. We've got spots like this where these towers are here, these windmill towers, and they don't need to be here. Like, we've got a frickin' nuclear plant right there, so the windmill towers aren't necessary. We can do something else with that spot. There's just these big blank areas around the college here, like this. Like, this side is cool. I like the Shukubo Fields, but, you know, just, I started realizing that I've been telling everybody, like, oh, we'll come back and we'll decorate, we'll come back and we'll decorate, and then I never do. I sometimes decorate. I'll be in the process of, like, building the school out, like right here, and I'll decorate the school up, make the school look nice, but then I forget about spots like this. I'm like, oh yeah, we'll come back. So today's episode, if you didn't read the title, is all about decorating and enjoying today's episode. How to manage to run out of the tools. I didn't realize until very, 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 very recently that the better person to use for lockpicking is Asterion. I don't know how to pronounce his proper name. I just call him Ass. But Asterion, whatever, I realized with the way I have him set up, like, I should be using him every single time I do a lockpick. Because my main character that I created, her name is Sophie. She's a tiefling, or whatever, Mistopheles tiefling. And she just is not as adept at lockpicking as he is, obviously. So I only really, really, really recently realized this, and I kind of kicked myself in the ass for it. But yeah, it's my first playthrough, you know, like it's totally my first playthrough, and I plan on doing this again and creating a different character and doing it differently, because there's so many options in the game, you know what I mean? And like, I have to say, this has probably been one of the absolute greatest games I have ever played in my life. Like, absolutely the greatest game I've ever played in my life. So, alright, so we're going to go through here. I just want to place a couple of walkways. Like I said, today's episode, we're going to get into some decorating, making it look really, really nice. So, just kind of taking these areas that are dead and blank. Yeah, I have another mod on my game right now that allows me to use more than 4 characters at a time. So I'm using Will and Asterion along with, oh my god, and the name Shadowheart, oh, it's so hard to pronounce these names. The other tiefling, the red tiefling that's on fire from all the stuff, like Crash, starts with a K, that one. And then your Githonki person, which again, just one of those, it's hard, I'm not going to try to pronounce it. Anyway, I am so bad at that stuff, but it's just, like, yeah, I've got yes, Karlak, Karlak, I don't know, I shouldn't grab that right now. I already have one forward. As you can see, I love the game so much. I'm ignoring City Skylines right now because I keep talking about it. I'm not trying to. I swear to God. I promise. Look at people already using the walkways. So I wanted to do this cool little thing here while I'm putting these down. I'm going to build a little walkway right in, just like this. This is another cool little thing I did. I was screwing around in my test build, and this is what I came up with. Like, let's have some fun. Let's do some decorating. Oh, yeah. She is hot, literally. Yeah, dude, okay, Karlak reminds me of, gosh, what's her name? She was in Star Wars. She's on X. Like, Disney fired her because of whatever, and then she sued Disney and won, or is suing Disney or something. But that's who, like, she could cosplay Karlach, and, like, dude, that, like, yeah. I can't remember her name right now. She was she was like in the Disney in the first season of Mandalorian. So I can't remember her name right now, but that's who that character makes me think of. Gina Carano. Thank you. See, you got this, Chris. You know what's up. Gina Carano. That's, like, I swear to God, Gina Carano could cosplay Karlach. Like, totally has that same look. Looks good and everything like that. All right, so let's go in here. I finally figured out how to use these little pads, these paint tiles, whatever you want to call them. And it's really limited use to using these, but, like, no, I don't like that one. Let's go with this one. But you can, like, if you'd use it in a sense that you're just setting up a little area for people to hang out like this. Check this out. Right? The pathway goes to it. It stops. Did you respect the characters, or are you running with the default abilities? Oh, I am building all of my characters up in any way I can, like, as they give... And, like, I'm also trying to think of how my character benefits me in the way that they are being used, right? So for instance, I just leveled up. So I went to, Asterion, and he is super weak, right? His strength is like at an 8 for me right now. And he's leveled up quite a bit at this point. And I'm like, okay, that strength is just not proper. Like, it's not working out for me. Like, he's not really doing the job that I need him to do when we go to a battle. You know what I mean? And so I figured out, I want to try to get this as close as possible. I figured out that, like, you know, sometimes I gotta work towards building up their strength. Yeah, I know, but I use them a lot, you know what I mean? And it's just that at this point where I figured out, like, I'm gonna add to his strength a little bit. Oh, yeah, you're right. But I have those built up at this point. Like, I've built his dexterity and everything up at this point, and concentration, like, that's why I'm saying he's who I choose. I've been starting to choose now for whenever I need to lockpick or anything like that. Like, that's my choice. Because he is the absolute best choice for it. So, alright, and I want to build a little playground off to the side here. Here we go. This is the best spot for it. Just a quick little playground for the kids. Like, the parents are coming in here to just relax, chill out. There's a playground, you know. But, here's my Gloomstalker Assassin. See, I was kind of thinking about going towards Assassin with him, but I don't know. There's so many... you have so many damn routes with everything. It's like... That's why, in my opinion right now, this is seriously one of the greatest games I have ever played. Like, you don't have to... Like, there's so many choices, so many things that happen, and all of a sudden you'll be walking, and you and everybody in your party misses a roll on something you could have picked up on, right? And you're like, what was that? But at times I'll just keep walking and stuff. No, probably not. I probably would not be able to use him right now on this playthrough because I'm still learning, where I'm like, yeah... I'm still freaking learning so much about this, where I'm like, oh my god, I don't know what to do right now. Should I save this and try this answer? Should I try? That's become another thing. If I get to a point where I've, like, decided, okay, I don't know how I have two ways I would decide to answer this question. Like, I totally save it, I'll go back and just, you know, yeah. All right, if this answer didn't work out right, that's what like I was talking about before, where like it just, where I was talking to the bartender and things weren't working out right for me in that conversation. All of a sudden it went into a battle, and I'm like, that's not how I wanted it to go. It was, or like when I came into, I like how they give you like options where you can attack if you want to. You can just walk away. You don't have to do certain things. So when I got to that area where I had to talk to that spider guy, whatever his name was, because he had the lantern that I needed, like, I decided I wanted to get ahead, so I was just encouraging what he wanted me, you know, like, I chose the right dialogue and stuff, and I did. I actually went through the Underdark before I went to the Monastery Trail. I went through the Underdark, got all the way to where you get to Nier. I think it's Nier, right? Where you, like, you choose to kill Nier or work with him or whatever. I killed the guy. I took his head. So I could bring it back to the mushroom guy, mushroom thing, whatever that was, right? And, oh, okay, yeah. At Grimforge, I have the adamantium armor right now and everything like that for my main character. Yeah. Gloomstalker Assassin with the Titan String Bow and the potion of Hill Giant, Cloud Giant. I have the potions right now, but I haven't seen or remember seeing the Titan String Bow. I'm going to have to look for that. Alright, here's a cool little area. Like I say, today's about decorating. Cool little spot I just wanted to build in here. Now, of course, the thing I don't like about this is that there's the train track back there, right? So what I did to kind of make it a little more realistic is I took this oil industry fence and run off the track a little bit. Come on. And I'm not quite touching the fence, I know, because I don't get to. I don't get to do that stuff, but I can pretend that those two fences are touching right there. And then this one I want to bring over to the rocks. So now any citizens that would go back there protected from the train track, and that's the way I prefer that. And now we can have a little bit of fun. We're going to add in some trees. You know, I actually was considering either doing some videos or streaming it, but I wasn't 100% sure. It probably would do way better for me than a lot of other stuff sometimes, because that game is so damn good, but I'm going to start adding in some trees around the area, giving it some life now. You know, maybe on my second playthrough, after I know what I'm doing and I don't feel so unconfident about it, right? Like, I think that's when I will take the time to actually go ahead and throw it on there, because I have my characters. I just don't feel like I am. I don't know. I'm not as confident with that game as I am with this game. Let me put it that way, right? Like I feel confident that I could come in here and do something really cool when I'm building on this game or something like that. But that game, I'm just like, oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing right now. But then again, maybe that would be the appeal of the videos. You never know. So, like, oh my god, I'm screwing up. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh no, I shouldn't have gone in there. I'm about to die. I'm about to die. I could see having fun with videos like that. I actually could. But hey, David, my mother will make my life hell. She just get her way. And she chose today to have me do a complete spring cleaning. Hey, I understand, David. Thank you for stopping by to say hi. I appreciate that. I live with my mom too, or well, she lives with me. Don't get that wrong. Don't get that the wrong way. I pay the rent here. But I totally understand it because, yeah, she's been asking me to take care of stuff in the yard lately, and I have not done it. And I've been hearing all kinds of crap for it, so I totally understand. I get it. You have a great day, David. Thank you. Windows to clean. Oh, no! The full deep clean. Let's say a prayer for David today because he has to do the worst of the worst. Keep David in your thoughts. Oh, man. You know, I really love how if you pay attention to this, right, you can totally come through here. Can't add these rocks in this area. That's a little too much. We're going to come over here, start kind of placing some stuff over here. But I also want to remember that I need to do a couple more paths on this side too, so. Can't fit this in anywhere. Well, thank you, David, for stopping by and saying hello. Like I said, it's definitely very much appreciated, and I wish you luck in your endeavors of spring cleaning today. Actually, it would be winter cleaning now, I guess you could call that. Alright, let's get a couple more trees here. Trying to get my brain focused on this, which, like, yeah, I absolutely love it. I love to death Baldur's Gate. It's such a great game. But let's focus on the game at hand and make sure we do a good build today. Because like I said, oh, no, that's not, see, not focusing. And I messed it all up. I don't even know what tree that is. I don't even know what tree that is. That's not the right tree. That's not the right tree. That's definitely not the right... Those aren't the right tree. None of these are the right tree. What the frickin' heck? Whoa, buddy. Oh, there we go. We found it. No, we did not. What the hell is going on there? Alright, I'm going to leave it alone before I mess anything up. They got one tree that's just out of place in that. Right there. That's it. Just one. So we're going to leave that alone. Oh, shucks. All right. Like I said, we're gonna put our focus onto what's going on. Oh, wait. I need to put some walkways in over there. Hold on. Our decorating. We need a little bit of grass. Let's go over here. Some grass. The grass. Grass. We'll do some bushes. We'll get bushes in just a minute here. Let's make sure we got some good looking grass spots around here. And this is super tall grass, which, like, so you don't want to go overboard with it, obviously, because this grass is bigger than the people walking around the town. Absolutely amazing. I need some trees back in here, I think. Let's go to here. Couple of these. Couple of these. See, and this is what I'm talking about, like why I decided to come in here and do the decorating, because we're going to pull out from here in just a minute and take a look at everything and how much better it looks than when we started at the beginning of the day here. Like, so at the beginning of the day, this was just all green, just no trees, no paths, no rocks, nothing, right? 1,000 hours. Oh my god. I don't know where I'm at without looking. Hold on, I'll look. I gotta look. I gotta know. Like I said, this is my first playthrough. 80 hours so far on my first playthrough of Baldur's Gate. I'm at the Moonrise Town. I'm trying. I haven't seen the Absolute yet, or whatever. Like, that's my goal, is I want to see this person, so I keep choosing the speeches, all that stuff to get up to, like, I'm lying to everybody. I know I'm lying to everybody, even if it pisses off my companions or whatever, because I said something that the person would like that I'm talking to that my companion doesn't like. Or, for instance, I was using Laziel, the Githyanki, when I went through that creche in the monastery. And when I came across, before I went through all kinds of stuff going there, when I came into the creche, I talked to that guy who was training the younglings. And good evening, welcome. I went to I was going through there, and I actually chose to kill that person or whatever that was in there, because I figured that's what somebody of a Githyanki would do, right? Like, they wouldn't be all like, oh, I'm gonna let the guy live, like, I didn't think that was the proper choice for that, to be honest. So yeah, I definitely chose to, like, just right through. Alright, so that's good. I think I'll run a pathway from here down to here as well. Took away 2 of my trees. Let's add some trees to make up for that. Why do I keep hearing... Oh. There is a helicopter right there. I don't know what it's doing, but I keep hearing helicopters flying around. With my fat head here. Okay. Alright. See, this is looking so much better. So much more lifelike and realistic here with all the pathways. Maybe not realistic. People don't want to spend money in cities, but... at least the trees are there. It looks good to me. So, alright, let's go to this little spot. No, I don't want to take them out. I want to move these. I want to move one of them up here to our mountain zone. I think that's a good spot for it. And then we'll move the other one. Where's it at? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh no, I lost myself. There we go. Oh, that's not it. There we go. That one. And we're going to move this one. Yeah, like over here. It's a good spot for it. And then there was one more I saw that I don't want there anymore. Where are we at? Where are we at? I keep looking at the wrong train station. There we go. I'm going to move this one. No. I don't want to demolish it. I want to move it. I'm going to move that one. Shoot. Not sure. Oh, you know what? Let's go move it to this one up here, this community. There we go. That way we didn't have to, like, get rid of the power and we were able to use it or whatever, so still continue to use it. I'm pretty sure I have this whole city connected in a sense. Like, if we were to back up and look at the power grid, yeah, I'm pretty darn... Okay, maybe not that or that over there, but I'm pretty sure, like, the main part of the city is connected to all the main power grids, so I shouldn't have any issues as far as power goes by moving those or whatever. So, alright, now this spot, across the way from where we were just dealing with, I wanted to go through here a little bit. Let me move my legs here a little. And on this side here, let's go to our airport concrete, because... Stop that. Stop it. add that in right there. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do that on the corner there. It's like a bus station or something there to the left. I'm not sure. Let's find out. Bus depot. Yeah, that's what I thought. So there's not really any necessary need for it. All the buses are out running around, so I don't have to have any people like going in and out of there. But just for poops and giggles, to make it look good, we're going to leave it alone. Add a little bit of cement. One thing I like to do is I'll add this walkway. And what it does is you add the walkway in, and now people will come through that cement area, and it'll actually look like it's being used. And now I can go through here, add in some benches or something like that. Let's see here. I like these ones. So we could have just a cool little area here that's set up for people that just got off of the, you know, one of the, either the bus or the tram there or something. Not tram, monorail. They could stop, eat lunch right here. We can also, let's see here. Make sure I get this in the right spot. Screens from your... Alright, cool. I'll go check that out. Let's put that in there. I think I'll add a grill. There's a good spot for it, though. I think I'll follow the pathway there so it looks like people are walking by it. There we go. Another thing that I like in this, I love using this all over the place, to be honest, is like, we've got this spot here, so why wouldn't you have a couple little trees with some benches around it like that? Could do another one right here. Another one here. And they're not like in any order or anything like that. They just are in a good spot where people can use them. They look good. I like it. So again, now we made this little corner a little more people friendly. It's usable. I mean, obviously none of the Sims ever use anything, but if it was real life, it'd be usable. There's a little grill there. People can get food while they're traveling from work or whatever. So that one's great. All right, now this side, I wanted to add in... But that's not what I wanted to add in. I think it's up here. The small station market. Then we're going to add in the parking. From both of them are the ROJ, the Railroads of Japan. As you can see, the Japanese kanji in the parking spots right there. So, I always thought, I just thought it was kind of cool to have it on the corner. Again, you got people who are standing in midair. Absolutely nuts. I did not realize that until just now. There's people just standing there in the air. Just floating. Look at that. Anyway, for all those floaters, they come over here to Rose Mall. There's some parking and stuff like that, right? We can go ahead... throw down a little bit of this, some more walkways. No. There we go. That's where I wanted it to be. Again, today's more about decorating, not necessarily adding buildings or adding in anything like that. It's just about making the areas look good. I did pick this area in my test build and was screwing around with it, and that's why I came back here today, because I kind of had a good idea what I wanted to do here. But, you know, I could have chose anywhere. I was in your own game, you know, as you're sitting there, you're like, oh, what do I do today? Like, what should I... You know, choose anywhere. Just grab a spot, decorate, make it look good. That's the way I feel about it. Throw in some rocks, obviously, here. Nah, I don't want that. I don't want that. I think I'll put that one right there. Grab our smaller ones now. Do 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 do. Bump doom. Doom chick chick doo doo doo. Put some. Okay, yeah. Just try to catch up on the chat there, making sure I didn't miss anything. Now let's get some grass. I like the grass to be on the edges of the parking lots, but not like fully in the parking lot. Now when it comes to fencing like this, I do like try to get the grass to go through the fencing, because in real life it would. And people wouldn't, you know, automatically clean it up or anything like that, so. Oh, I haven't done any dang bushes yet. I need to go through and put some bushes in. That's not a bush. Thank you. That's a bush. Bum, 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 bum. We'll pull out in a minute and check out how this looks with all of our new bushes and grass and rocks. One cool thing is, I like as you're doing this, how it makes the grass, like the actual grass on the ground, greener, darker right there. Makes it look a little more robust, even. I haven't done anything back there. Let's wait. Add some bushes around. Some of the areas we actually were working on just now. What the hell? Oh, the building changed. I see what happened. I was like, my fence. I touched the building with it. Almost touched the other fence. Nope, the building changed. That's what happened. Alright, over here. I'm just gonna go random as hell with this. There we go. Nobody would be taking... Woo! Pardon me. Nobody would be taking, weed whackers to this area, I don't believe. So it would be overgrowing a little bit in here. Some bushes, bushy bushes. There's a pathway here, but no trees, huh? Let's add some trees. I got pathways all over. This is again where I was saying at the beginning of the episode. If you'd missed it, I was saying how like I always talk about. Like, oh, we're going to do this, and then I'll come back later, and we'll decorate it later. Well, here we are. We're decorating it later now. Like, instead of it just being a blank square of grass, now we're decorating. We're making it look good. Let's get a couple of different trees in this area here, too. So it's not just all one tree or anything like that. Son of a bitch. I did it again. I think it was this tree. It's kind of that tree, but then it throws these larger trees in there. I'm not sure what to do about that. Or you know, I'm going to leave it alone. Whatever. Looks fine to me. Alright, so here... I think what I want to do... Let's just decorate it out, make it look good. There really isn't much we can, like, throw in as far as buildings or extra stuff. This isn't good for this area. I mean, we could do, like... No, I don't think the dino... See, and I don't even have the ability to stick something there at the moment. Let's see here. What else do we got? Let's go to our buildings here. Huh, yeah, no. No, I don't like that. Nah. Not interested. No, nah. Observation tower? Oh shit, that's huge, but it might actually be kind of cool right there. Alright, hold on. Let's fix the street so I can add that in and see if it looks good. We need a 6-lane. Upgrade. Let's see if that'll work. Ooh, it did. It is so damn big. Oh my god. At least there's other large stuff in the area, so it works-ish. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, we're leaving it. It's gonna stay. It's so damn big, though. Oh my god. Alright, let's add some trees in. Make it look very good in the air. Make the rest of this, like, just look natural. Can't fit anything in there, huh? Come on, let me put something right there. The only thing that bugs me about it sitting there now is that across the street is just completely blank, and we need to do something about that. So, this is why I always try to, like, I don't know, it's just the reason I stay away from decorating sometimes, is because I get into this, where I'm like, oh, that looks great, but without doing across the street, how good does that actually look, you know? You know what? I'm going to do it this direction. So I can find the right spot. There we go. I think, let's see how that attaches. Ooh, that's hideous. Oh, that's hideous. I don't like it. I don't like it. Ooh, that's better. Much better. Okay, let's see here. This tower is going to screw with me right now, isn't it? Alright. Of course it is. Like, if I try to move my camera one way or the other, the tower is just in the way. Let's get some different trees. And I know some people are gonna be like, oh, you're not like placing the trees perfectly. There's gonna be that like 1 or 2 people that are like that, right? And I'm like, no, I'm placing the trees like they would have been placed had nature actually put them there. I am being nature right now. I'm like, a tree would have landed here because a seed got dropped by a bird or out of the tree right here, you know, there's like a group of them or something. And that's just the way I look at it. And I don't have to always do, like, this tree, I'm going to only do a couple over here in this area I just built. Like, I don't want them to be too many of certain trees sometimes. Now, here's the funny thing about what I was talking about, where it's like, you start with one area, and then all of a sudden you start to move on. Well, it's like, this area looks great now. Like, I've been working on it. We could add a few more things, a couple of rocks, or some grass, some stuff like that. But now, look at, we got this blank square. Just a blank effing square. Can't stand that. So now we're going to have to go over there and fix that square. Let's throw a couple of rocks in before we do that, though. Damn that tower! Alright, there we go. A couple more rocks. I think we should have exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, now we'll go add in some more grass, some bushes. Some bushes? No, grass. That's not... What the hell is going on with my game today? I swear. That is like 2 or 3 times now that I've chosen one thing and it's like giving me something else. Come on, come on. Let's find that perfect spot. I wanted it like right there. You had it. You blinked for half a second. Come on, you were there. No. There it is. There it is. Almost. Not quite as perfect as I want. That's like 95% perfect, so I'll go with that. Some bushes. Some bushes. I'm just gonna go nuts. I'm just gonna start tapping the button as like fast as I can, moving the cursor all around and seeing what happens. Bushes. Absolutely amazing. Look at that. People are already using it. Looks good. We got rocks, we got trees, we got bushes. Excellente. Now this little frickin' corner right here, it's gonna bug the snot out of me. Let's deal with it. Let us deal with it. Oh, that's how it's gonna be, huh? Just like that. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I don't know why, but for some reason I had the McDonald's song stuck in my head. I had to bop-a-bop-a-bop-a it out real quick. There we go. Much better, right? Am I wrong about that, right? Like, you have this blank green square that looks like shit next to your buildings. Add in a walkway and some trees. Boom. Immediately beautiful. Immediately. Freaking immediately. Hold on a second. I'm sitting here and I'm like, you know what? I keep looking over to my left and I see something I really, really want right now. So give me a moment. Hide. I love doing that. Oh my god, and then it shows me blank green areas I need to deal with. You son of a bitch, camera. Okay, so just before I started my stream, I was going to take a hit off of my pipe of my hash oil. So I'm going to take a hit of my hash oil. As I live in a state in America where that is completely illegal. I know there's states where it's not. There's countries where it's not. And I feel bad for you. I wish you could join in with me. Look at all those damn power lines. I know what that came from. Those power lines that I was just looking at. Those were these ones right there. See? Isn't it funny? If you go through the cinematic camera, you just, when you've played your city enough, you know where you're looking in your city. You're like, oh, I know exactly where that is. Hang on, let's go there. Right? Like, this is where that cinematic camera was looking just now. It was right here. This spot. Yeah. Back in Coconut Heights. Our little private community over here. Man, the spot, that was such a good build. That was such a good build. I'm so glad we went ahead with that one. The water coming in, making the little pond and the river down. With our waterfall to a smaller pond. I remember building that, and what a pain in the ass it was, because the water wasn't flowing correctly the way I wanted it to. But now it is. Haha. Okay, back to what we were doing. Let's get back over here. Where are we at? Where are we at? There it is. This is the area. Look at this area has just gotten so much better looking now. Absolutely. Now, one thing I just realized, and it looks like snot, is that this... For some reason, I was thinking that the waste plant here was on Mason Street, but it's actually on this little Mary Way, and I just don't remember doing that in my build originally, but hey, that's what happened. Now, I'm wondering, does that road need to stay? I can upgrade it. Let's see here. Let's make sure we have our... Oh, sweet. Sweet. Okay. Now, the only vehicle going on that is, like, none. So, I think it'd actually be kind of better to connect that road instead of... Yeah, why not? I don't see why there's any reason not to do that, except for making sure there's no stoplight there. Okay. That's an interesting noise. It's supposed to be like jackhammers and drills and such, right? Ratcheting. What school is this? School of Engineering. Engineers don't know how to use tools. Don't fucking lie to me. Engineers do not know how to use tools. They use a computer, they make a computer program, and then they tell the guys with the tools how to do their job, and the guys with the tools flip them off and tell them how to do their job. I know this because I'm the guy with the damn tools. Fucking liars. Engineers don't know how to use a tool. I'm sorry. I know that's going to piss some engineer off that's going to hear that. But you tell me. Don't come telling me how to do my job when you don't even know what a fucking hammer is. All right, buddy? All right? All right, here. Let's see. Let's get back into a little more. I wanted to add. I was thinking about adding some trees here, but I think we can. They don't look like they're going to be sick. This waste plant has been here forever, and the dump has been here forever. Like, if I put the tree here, you can see that tree is sick looking. But that's part of the helicopter depot. So when I place the trees, let's find the earliest spot it'll let me place one. Right there. That's not sick looking. So I'm going to go ahead and place a couple more trees back here. Just to get that green, that dark green in there. I think we could place a couple more on this side. It doesn't really like that tree, but that tree doesn't look too bad right there. So we'll go ahead and use it. Yeah, there we go. I'd hate to be anybody, like, going to school right there, to be honest, or working in that area, because that area's gotta stink. You got the dump right there, and then you've got... and then you got the waste plant. Like, when I used to work at a bicycle shop, like, years and years... back in my 20s, let's just say back in my 20s, I worked at a bike shop. I was I worked there. I was a technician, but I also did tours. I was a tour guide, and I would take people out on trails. And one of the absolute best trails that we had on the mountain, you had to go next to the sewer treatment plant, and it was the absolute worst part of the entire ride. Like 100%, if that was the smell the entire time, I wouldn't take the trail. But it was only for like 2 minutes as you passed this plant. You got around the plant, and then you got back like around it, and then you're back on the way the trail went away from it, and it was worth it, because when you got to the end of that trail, let me tell you, I wish I had pictures. Absolute. But Gyro Gearloose is an engineer. Yeah, I agree with you on this one. I agree with you, because I absolutely love DuckTales 100%. I love it. But he's a fictional character, man. I have an idea, though. If we're going to get rid of the smell over here a little bit, because this is the eco-friendly one, so I'm sure, like, you can see it's all sealed off. There isn't open pits like the one I used to go next to on my bike rides. So we can reduce the smell a little bit, I bet, if we take this dump and replace it. Hold on, let's look at something here. I knew it was not that full. I'm going to empty it back out, because I'm wondering if I can replace this dump with another one of these. Oh my God. I think it will fit. I think it will fit. Holy crap. I think they're the same size. Let's see. Let's find out right now. We're going to just pause the game. We're going to add this in. Boom. Let's take a look at this. It's, right there. It touches the sidewalk to sidewalk. Exactly the same width as that. Okay, so we're going to delete it. Now we're going to go grab the actual waste dump here. Oh, it's even smaller. Look at that. It takes up less of a footprint than the actual garbage dump. This waste plant takes up less of a footprint than the actual garbage dump. So, if you have the, I believe it's the Heart of Korea pack. Yeah, Heart of Korea. You get the eco-friendly incinerator plant. It gives you no pollution, 30 noise pollution, and it takes up less of a footprint of a regular dump. And I'm sure it does just about the same. Let's check this out. Garbage truck capacity, 30 trucks. Processes 48,000 in a week. 15 trucks. So twice as many trucks as the landfill, but the capacity is 8 million versus 48,000. But this burns the trash and creates electricity, so it's never full. I think we're going to replace this with the eco-friendly incinerator plant. That's what we're going to do. Dude, Gyro Gearloose, he is such a great character. I'm not going to say was, he is such a great character because, like I said, I absolutely love DuckTales. One of my favorite cartoons ever fucking created. And I have to put that type of emphasis on it. Hopefully no children are watching. Because I watched all of the original DuckTales when I was a kid. Like, I watched all of the original DuckTales as a kid. I know that show so well. And then as an adult, they created the second DuckTales. They redid it. And I absolutely loved it too. I thought it was just the best redo, or whatever you want to call it, the best remake. I mean, they did such a great job with it, even bringing in Donald's sister, which gave you a background to Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and you're like, oh my god, fucking finally, because, like, who the hell was their mom in the first place? and I'm glad we had that. And then the story was so good. They did such a good job with the story, right? And Gyro was kind of a prominent figure in that story, you know, later on and stuff like that, and I really did enjoy it. I had such a good time with that, you know, so, yeah. Alright, so here we go. Let's go over here to this. We got a couple of schools here. Looks like we got a high school. And they are connected to their little, you know, park here, or their soccer field here. And then we got an elementary school here, and then there's just nothing around it. They got a little park next to them with a half a soccer field, but this looks like crap. So let's work on this a little bit. We got a little bit longer here. Let's make this look good. So let's start off. Let's look at this and get out of my way, building, and think about how we can make this look a little better. And I almost could see a walkway in my head right now that I want to try. So we're going to start from as close as we can get it. We'll replace any trees that disappear. Ah, yeah, this is exactly what I was thinking. I don't want to destroy that park, obviously. I just want to get right in here. There we go. Beautiful. That is excellent. I'm glad it was able to work out, because that is a good way for people to get back and forth, especially if they're trying to go from Mill Street to the elementary school. Like, that'd be key right there, because you don't have the access unless you go all the way over to Scarlet Street, or what is this? Scarlet Street. I have two Scarlet Streets. Is this connected? Is Scarlet connected? It is connected. Okay. That's an old story. there's this one news source I like to read every once in a while, because sometimes they come up with something before other people have it, or kind of around that as people start getting it. But the one that they just gave me, right? FBI seizes CEO's phone and electronics after predicting Trump election win. That story happened like immediately after the election. That was like a couple days later. If you don't know about it, go look it up. He created a betting site, and like actually through this betting site was able to somehow basically predict Trump's win. But I think it was because he was taking the odds on who was betting. You know what I mean? Like, odds definitely are in there. So I haven't heard anything past that, beyond that or anything, you know. I'm not trying to, like, get political in conversation here, but that was just kind of a weird situation in my opinion. Like, why they were interested in that. Like, hey, how did you predict that? People told me that's who they were voting for? I don't know. What am I supposed to tell you? I wanted to get a little... There we go. A little walkway this way if I could. I thought that would be useful, since we have the street splitting the school and the high school here. Alright, perfect. Okay, let's, that area next to the bridge, how could we use this? Like, I can't fit a park in here. I don't think the skate park would fit, which would be cool. Like, in real life, that'd be a cool area for a skate park, in all reality, right there. But, let's take a look here. We've got these. Got the community garden, that's a nice one. Let's go take a look at the variations here. That's a variation 2, bucko. That's the pond. That's a nice one. That works for this area too. A little gazebo, not so much. And then you got kind of like the just sit and chill park. Like, it's not necessarily, like, it looks like it has fruits and veggies in there like a community park would, but at the same time there's flowers. Almost. Like, I can't, let's get closer. Let's take a step closer here. Yo, look at this cool ass old lady. Alright. Okay, it is just flowers. Perfect. She's in the perfect spot. Like, oh yes, I'm gonna go hang out at the flower park. Take a walk. 1, 2, 3. Gonna take my rounds. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Taking my rounds. So, alright, it's flowers. I think old people would be cool with the pond or that, and this would be like, not, that'd be like making up to them for having the schools in the area. So let's go with the pond. I think the pond is a good choice. I like that one. It looks really good. Let's go in here. We're gonna add to this now, obviously. Make this area look a lot better. Try to get some of these trees as close as possible. Can't get any, like, right next to the bridge, but that's about as close as I can get. Somebody on the city needs to do their job and do some tree trimming right there. So we'll do it for them. Just get right there with the tree. Now come over here. We'll plant some more trees in this zone. You know, I hate these trees right here. Like, I'm not really that much into the Lollapalm or the California Young, but I think a couple of them scattered in would not be a bad idea. They're not my favorite trees. I'll just put it that way. Like, they don't really appeal to me because they're... It looks like just an odd version of what's already there. It's like it should be... I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with it. Something about it just isn't right. Let me place one by itself over here somewhere. Alright. Now let's get in here and look at this. See that thing? I think there's just too many dead fronds on it or something. Something that young would not have that many dead fronds on it. I don't know, but I just can't place it. I can't. Now I'm going to place this one. It's like... I don't know. I can't... There's just something about it I'm not quite sure of. And I wish I could make it myself, but whatever. It's like they took this one and just shrunk it down and made it that one. That's like they took a bunch of the stock off or something. I don't know. But sometimes it works. I'm not saying it's totally bad. I don't like using it that often. That's just me. The Lollapalm, on the other hand, is such a weird looking tree. And the dark green just doesn't quite fit in all the time. But because we have the darker school, the darker like shade area there, stuff like that, this actually does kind of fit into this area. So I'm going to use it where I can. Like I said, it fits with the darker rooftop, the darker walls there. So I'm able to put it in there and not feel like it's not fitting in. Like if I use it in a neighborhood, the Lollapalm, it just doesn't quite work right for me. Oh, maybe it's just the size. Maybe it's the size of that tree, that specific, this one, this tree. Maybe it's just the size of it that bugs me. I don't know. Decided I wanted a little more of that one. I wish I could do some more right here, but it's because of the park or the school, one or the other, is just clogging that spot up. And this spot right here. I got as close as I could to walkway, so I can't really like get anything in there. I might be able to get some like signpost or something in there. We'll find out. I just thought of something that would look really good. I'm going to do it. Hold on. We're going to take this. And go like that. And now it looks like the walkway connects into the parking lots and stuff over there. So that's perfect. Oh, I love it. I just came to my mind. I didn't even see it before until just now. So cool. Cool. These trees, though, the flame tree and that little thorn tree or whatever it is, I like these. I like adding them in when I can. Like somebody would come through here by the school and want to plant them or something like that, you know? Get it right there, that'd be great. It'd be awesome, but it won't let me put one by the water park there, or the pond park, whatever. So I was thinking for right there, I think I have just enough room. We can come in here and grab a sign. Where is the sign I am thinking of? Must be over here. There we go. No, I don't like that one. Never mind. I don't like that sign too much because it's too far away from like the actual intersection of the walkway and like the other walkway there, so in the street, you know. But let's look at possibly there's that. That's not a bad sign for that spot. Like, it's like a welcome to the such and such walkway dedicated to home and so and whatever type of thing. Like, that works. And then we could put one here. And on this side. Got room for it here. Then we could actually do this. It would fit in like here. And with the multiple things on it, I know it's like, oh, why you have multiple directions? But you could be like, oh, but, you know, at that point up there, when it goes to the right, you could be going to the place you want to go. So there we go. We'll throw that in right there. I like it. I like that. All right. So one thing I think is cool is grab this ice cream truck. We'll throw the truck in. Oh yeah, right there. Okay. Now, let's see. Is there anything else? You know, I think I can fit something in. I don't... As far as like a tree... Ah, I freaking knew it. I freaking knew it. I knew we could fit a tree in there somewhere. Alright, so we got a tree. We got one. Perfect. Perfect. Let's back this up. Back that thing up. Now, it sucks I can't do too much over here, but I got a little bit in there. And I think that looks way better than it did just a few minutes ago. You know what I mean? We added in a couple of trails, a little park, plenty of trees. Actually, you know what? We didn't add in any grass, any bushes, no rocks. What am I thinking? This is not ready yet. Oh, there's some grass. There is some grass. Not enough grass. I don't see enough grass. Hold on. Let's see if we can't add a few of these small rocks in. Let's hoping. When we get a smaller choice, we'll see if we can't place it across the way there. Look at, there's a smaller choice. Come on. Yeah. Make sure it's a different direction. An even smaller one. There we go. Yeah, you know, I was saying at the beginning, you missed it probably, Drakkart, but I was saying that there's so many times that I go into building something in the game, right? I was sitting there, I was messing around over the week, and I get into the game so many times and I'm playing around and I'll start doing stuff where, let's throw a few more in over here, where I'm like, all right, and for instance, the school here, I added in the school, the parking lot and the playing field, and then that school and a little playground, right? But everything else was so bare and blank, and I always say, we'll do the decorating later, we'll make it look good later, and I never do. And I kind of got to that point where I was over here, I was messing with something. I'm going to not give it away because it'll be next week what we end up doing over here. But I was messing with just kind of updating where did it go? I forget it. Anyway, I was updating, I forget what it was. I'll figure it out. I have it in my test build still going on. I saved that so I can go back to it. But I was updating something, making it work out a little bit better, just kind of upgrading the area a little bit so I had a little more of the business and stuff like that working out for the better, adding in the bus lines that would work better and not be so much spread out like I was doing before, but they were more spread for the area to take people from this area out in that area. I was kind of working on that, and it turned into this. I got sick of seeing these bare green areas where we started off the episode here, for instance, and I was like, I want it to look good. I want to show that I actually can decorate. I can make these things look good. That it's not just all just me talking about how we'll do it in the future at some point. So we came and just started kind of laying down a few walkways here and there, adding in the trees. We're just kind of emphasizing on just making the areas look good that we haven't really played with in a while, updating the area, making it look better. This little spot right here was something I added in on this zone, just a little walkway to a picnic area with a grill and a playground, protecting it again with the fence there from the train tracks. Then I came over here. We're trying to get rid of the dump right now and make it something cleaner for this area, since there's housing and businesses and the college in the area. Just, I wanted the episode to be more focused on just making the areas look good, updating it a little bit, trying to have our city just a little more likable, a little friendly, a little more people friendly, things like that. Whereas next episode, I plan on doing a little bit of destruction with a zone, and that's why I kind of didn't realize it's why I didn't go to it. I did a little bit of destruction, added in something that I wanted to add in, just made it a little bit better, and so we'll get to that next week, though, and because I wanted to just kind of really finalize what I was doing with this area before I move on and really start pushing forward with this area out here. So this is coming within the next 2 weeks, I guess you could say. Whereas I just want to finalize a couple of things I was playing around with and I really wanted to do before I moved on, I guess, so to speak. So this area out here, let's clean that up. You're going to see a slight change, a slight fix of things here in King Hills. Yes, King Hills is what's getting changed up. I didn't like it. I wanted to fix things and make it look better. Work with the area, adjust the business zoning so that it was more workable and friendly to the people in the area. I didn't like the businesses on the street here. The college was part of that. I wanted to add in walkways and blah, 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 blah. So next week, we will be coming back here to King Hills and messing with that. And, I mean, like I said, there's going to be destruction, just absolute list. We're going to wipe it out. Other than our road in here and the bus station. We're not going to mess with either of those. I'll probably leave this, too. And of course, I'm not messing with the pedestrian area. That's being left alone. It's just King Hills. It's so lackluster, and once I started screwing with it in my test build, I couldn't stop, so that's what we're going to get. Well, there is, let me back up, that's what I'm saying. Like, look at the college here, how bland the college is. Like, hello, here's the college, right? I mean, it moves on, and it gets better here with Franklin Community. This is still all the college in here. And Shukaboa Fields. This is all Franklin College. So, where I was working today with trying to fix things up, make it look nice, it was just kind of more of a bandage on the area to get ready for next week as we move towards, just kind of coming over here. So, that's really it. And, a couple of ideas popped into place today, too. Adding in... taking this out and adding in the other, that for the dump instead is going to work out way better in my opinion. This was something I added in this time around without being in the test build. I kind of like that there. I got so, like I said, I got so tired of promising making things look good oh yeah, we'll come back and decorate. We'll come back and decorate. That when I got there after so long and I started looking back at everything and I'm like, I didn't decorate there. I didn't decorate there. I didn't decorate there. I didn't decorate there. Pardon me. I didn't get in here. Sorry, I had to cough for a second there. I didn't get in there and I'd make that actually look good to me, or, you know, what I would imagine look good to other people. So I just decided that it's time to really start focusing some of my strengths on that as I'm building up, the areas and stuff like that. So I'm working my way this way towards King Hills with this kind of beautification, I guess you could say. And once we get here to King Hills, we're going to really work this area out next week and make this look really good. I think we'll kind of press it on over here towards Belmont District even. And that's going to allow me to feel way, way, way better about getting across the river here and really getting focused on doing stuff over here. In fact, one question I have, I was considering this because as I looked around in the city here, I realized that a lot of stuff that I've done in the city here has been super basic, right? We did the airport. It's a nice airport, but it's an airport. We've done... I'm going to just kind of fix some of these issues really quick. We've done, you know, neighborhoods. We've done a private community there. Last week we came over here and we just kind of played around the Garland Rest area, made this spot up here. Oh, they got crime. We better put in I thought I did a police box right there. Anyway, you know, I played around a little bit, updated the spot so that could finalize what was going on there. And, yeah, it just, I would feel... Yeah, I'm not sure where to even go with that. Where I was going with that. We've done so much. Oh, yeah. I was going to ask, would it be like pushing it if I did a speedway, a racetrack in this build like I did in my other build? You know, I wouldn't want to be like totally copying myself necessarily, but I have so much land over here to play around with. Like, I think adding in a speedway wouldn't be a bad idea. The only thing I feel like I played around with at all was this little spot here, like, just kind of made a little island community for just hanging out, you know what I mean? Like, I almost feel like I should put a casino in over here somewhere, but, like, I don't have anything like that in this build. I didn't do anything like the Speedway in this build, necessarily, where there was anything different than what the game has given me to build with and play around with. Like, here's Prospect Park, but it's a park. You know, like, here's the college, but it's a college. Here's the rest area, but it's using the aspect of the, you know, the nature reserve type of thing. So the zoo, the Magnolia Experience there for our, you know, amusement park and stuff like that. So I'm just not sure, like, is it okay for me to step out of bounds and do the same thing I've done before? Would that make a bad episode of, like, oh, but you've done a Speedway before, Donnie? Like, so let me know. Like, I'll probably put up a little poll or something this week, either in Discord or on YouTube here, and just kind of ask, like, is it too much to do that again? Because I kind of want to do it again, but I'm not sure... I want to find something unique for Foosha that is... It just speaks to being in Foosha. So, I don't know. I'll get there at this point. But next week, we're not going to be doing that. So, it'll be in time that we'll figure that out. So, but, alright. So, what I was saying is, like... Oh, man, I didn't really realize we had gotten to this point. It's already 1:30 p.m. where I'm at, and I had promised my mom that I would take care of a couple things around here. So, this is about the time I was going to plan on finishing this up today, but the one thing I want to do before I do get out of here for the day is check on this. Let's speed up time. Move my fat head out of the way so I can see the arrows. There we go. I want to get this empty. I want to throw in the other choice I have there because I want to see what the footprint is versus that actually going into the square that I would originally created around it there. So let's speed up time. We'll come back to that in a moment here. And what I want to do is before I move on, we're just going to do a quick brush effect, I guess, with some trees. Just kind of do like this. Just kind of tap some trees into place here for the rest of Franklin community. Like, there really isn't a lot of room for rocks. We could throw in some walkways in the future, but there's already so much going on in here. I'm not totally distraught if nothing goes in place there. So we'll choose some different trees here really quick. I'm going to go, that's going into King Hills. We don't want to mess with that too much. We're going to be destroying King Hills, pretty much a lot of King Hills in the next episode. I'm going to add some of these in. Let's get a smaller paint circle for that. Get a couple across the way here. See if I can get any in that little strip. There we go. At least two. There we go. Something in between these buildings here would be nice. Let's go down to the small. Oh, there's obviously something there. Space already occupied, so it's got to be like that business or something. Ah, that stinks. I was trying to get some trees or something in there. See, spots like that, at least there's some bushes, I guess. Like, I'll give them that. There's some bushes. Hey, Tim, man, you'd show it up, and I'm like, oh, hey, guys, I'm going to get out of here right now. But I got to start, like, I'm going to go out. I'm going to start doing some decorating for Christmas here. And I got this really cool Garfield Christmas decoration for my front yard, and I can't wait to put that thing up. So that's why I was like, yeah, Mom, I'll jump on that. No problem. All right, so let's, sweet. Let's delete this. Confirm demolition. Now we're going to come in here, add the eco-friendly incinerator plant. See, look at that. I'm going to put it there. And now we can have just a little bit more fun before we get out of here. We'll add in some rocks. Because you can see there's obviously destruction from a little bit of pollution there from the dump. So no point in trying to add trees to that and make the trees look good at all. But we can do some rocks. I don't think none of these will fit. Oh, maybe. Look at that. Add a little bit of grass and some bushes. Grab the bushes. Debouche. In the bush. I call these the Rodini bush because if it wasn't for David Rodini, I wouldn't remember these bushes at all. Like, I always used to skip past them, so that's why I like it. Anyway, I wonder. I just have to see. I was hoping there wouldn't be any leaves at all on that because then it would look like a dead tree and be kind of cool, but nah, I don't want to kill the bilbow. Never mind. We could probably add in a piece or two of this, though. Really make it look like that kind of unused area that is just back behind a warehouse or whatever. Yeah, I like that. Working out. Nice. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to do this, back it up. So Tim can catch up on what's been going on here today. So today we started off, I was saying I get so tired of always making the promise that I'm going to make get in there and start decorating, and I never do it. So today was a day I was just going to focus on and put towards decorating. Oh, Shukubo was making a post on Discord. Put a focus on some decorating and stuff like that. So we came in here, we started adding in some sidewalks, putting in some trees, some rocks, making things look really good. Also put in this cool little park/eatery area type of thing. Just a place to take a break as you're going through the little shopping zone right here or getting off the train. Which, in fact, this is a extremely busy train station. I mean, if you look at that, like, wow, that is extremely busy. So, again, putting in the trees, the rocks, things like that, just making the areas look really good. And all these walkways that we put in are actually getting used up quite well. So I'm very happy with that. I just started making it look good, making it look nice, having fun with it. So as we go through, I started kind of taking out things that didn't belong in the area anymore, trying to do a little bit more of an update to the zone. So we got rid of some windmills that were in the area, moved them to where they needed to go. We added in some shopping right here for people, a little bit of parking, a walkway, added in some trees and rocks and stuff like that. And then we added this building in, this cool looking tower, watchtower, whatever this is. Just because it's as tall as other buildings and stuff in the area, so it fits, it works. But it just, it's different. It's not quite the same, and it fits in there. It works out. Like I like it right there. So we're gonna put that, leave that. We added in these a couple more walkways here and stuff. And then the reason being, I let it come out, near the end of the episode there. What I was actually trying to work towards here is actually getting this area over here that I wasn't sure. Like, I let it come out because I decided this is what I am going to end up doing with this. I just wasn't 100% sure if this was going to go on, but I want to take this area here and rework it. I'm going to delete pretty much everything in this zone, these two streets entirely. Get rid of all these businesses, at least on these two streets. I might keep the store right here, Merca, and I'm definitely going to keep this here. That's going to stay for sure. But the rest of this, I want to kind of work it out a little bit better. Get these businesses off of this main road right here where they don't belong. And just make this spot a little more commuter friendly, a little more shopping friendly and stuff like that. And kind of work things out to where it's nicer for this area. And then while I'm doing that, I'm going to work my way over here and just kind of add in some more trees and decorating, rocks, things like that. Make it look good for the college. So the college area, at least these main administration buildings for the college area aren't so bland. And then we've got, this hospital and stuff over here that just, again, more of a bland type of zone. I want to make it work and look good. So we're going to work on this next week and get I think this is called King, let's go look, King Hills. And see, let's change the name too. King Hills? This isn't even a hill. I guess it might be. I mean, it kind of comes up off the water, but still, King Hills is not a good name. So we're going to come to King Hills and just completely revamp this. We're going to give it a new name, maybe dedicate it to the college or something like that, and have a little bit of fun. So until then, I'm going to go put Garfield in my front yard. He's got a Santa Claus hat on. We're going to have some fun with that. And I'll take some pictures when I'm done, share them with y'all on Discord. So get on Discord and check that out. I'll put a link down below if I get a chance to. If not, I'm sure somebody has the link out there for me and can help me out. And otherwise, Tim, thank you for joining me at the last minute there, despite me getting out here. I'm glad you did have that video up from earlier. If you're going to be live later, let me know. And put that up on Discord, in fact. Until then, everybody, please, please, please stay safe out there. This world is so freaking crazy, right? And we're getting to the holidays. This is an even crazier time for everybody. So stay safe. Have a happy holidays. Happy Thanksgiving. And oh my God, it's time we get to say it. Merry freaking Christmas. Merry Christmas. I'm so excited. It's Christmas time. I'm going to put up decorations. Everybody, love y'all. See you later. Have a good one. Let's get out of here. Where's that damn button? There it is.